You're welcome to the pioneer edition of the Edu Lounge Way. And with us for the very first time, we have Mr. Adebayo Alomaja with us. You're very welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Edu Lounge is powered by Real Pearls Creative Space, and we're currently in Pearls Garden School Studio. So we have Mr. Debayo. Mr. Debayo is the CEO, Head of Research, and Chief Learning Officer at EasyDB, which is a consulting firm using research, um, technology, and networking to transform education in Africa. So you're welcome, Mr. Lomaja.
Thank you for
Very, very welcome. So if you know Mr. Lomaja, I call him an evangelist. He eats, breathes, everything about education, everything about information technology, everything about education technology, and everything about transforming education in Africa. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so we'll go quickly because I know that you have a lot to say when it comes to this issue of education. So about 2 days ago, we had the um, World Teachers Day.
Mm.
And the theme for this year is transforming education. The transformation of education begins with teachers. You know, when I got to know about that thing, I thought, okay, this is a huge responsibility because if you're going to ask teachers this question, they'll probably say, no, it doesn't rest with us. It rests with the Ministry of Education and all the other authorities, not with us. And then UNESCO went ahead to say that education to solve global issues and achieving global, and then went further to say that it is now the responsibility of teachers to provide inclusive and quality education.
Mm.
And after reading that, I thought, wow, this is huge.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. So we now need to define what we call quality.
Hmm.
Before is talking about quality education, and the same UNESCO is saying that it's about making the world a better place and all of that. Then we know that it's only quality right now
Hmm.
if it's affecting the society, if it's affecting that's what I'm saying indirectly,
Yeah.
right? So whatever the teachers are doing has to be the end in mind, right? So the experience, the content, the whole thing is to achieve that goal. Learners are going out there to affect the society, are going out there to affect them. I'm looking at as a place, as a, they should add value to. So
Yeah.
the learning should transcend it.
Yeah.
I think that's what you said was indirectly, right? So you cannot say it's quality. So the quality now is not about the hay, right? It's not about getting the hay. That's what people say as quality.
Yeah.
That's qualitative verification. That
Yeah.
how many years did it get in that school?
Yeah.
How many? So we just saying that no, it's not about that. I can cram and do all of that to get an
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's all about me. It doesn't
Yeah.
transcend the
Yeah.
society.
Because right now, UNESCO is saying it's global goals. So not even national goals, not
Yeah.
even global
Yeah.
goals.
Yeah.
So for every part of the world, achieving a common global goal.
Absolutely.
So now I'm thinking in my head,
Mm.
do you think at this point in time, using Africa and Nigeria as case in point, do you think teachers view themselves as harbingers of the solution to this?
Yeah, yeah. Relatively, I would say it's on the lower side. Um, I, I do know that Nigeria, will something that needs to far right. Like when you call an evangelist. So we need to spread this message. Everyone needs to understand as a teacher. I have an issue with that word teacher again because when I say teacher, calling me that name it opposes my mindset. You know,
Okay.
right? So and that's not what really learning in the revision looks like. We know that teachers now have to become like more of a learning facilitator, more of a learning manager. You need to switch to that dimension, right? You know, so that what UNESCO is talking about,
Yeah.
right? They can create that kind of experience, right? Because if you see yourself as a learning designer, you know that you are building experiences, right?
Yeah.
And these experiences have to connect with something that is happening today. So whatever topic it is you're doing in the scheme of work, you are thinking of the relevance of that topic because every topic in your scheme of work has a connection to something in reality.
Yeah.
So that's that. If you are thinking of learning experiences, They will put trainers in that place where they are able to connect with something happening. And that might technically lead to solving a real problem, not just paper problems, and it goes that far. So I think relatively here in Nigeria, it's still on the lower side. The message is to go far and wide,
Yeah.
and for us to really have that.
Yeah. But so now is about achieving global goals. So now how do we integrate this global perspective into the local curriculum that we have?
Yeah, we know that we are in a world of agility where close to the field of project management, all of that. We say agile is a latest approach to project management, and it just boils down to the fact that there can't be fixed things, there can't be fixed plans, there can't be fixed structures and fixed schedules. Things are changing, things are evolving, right? So curriculum has to evolve,
Yeah.
right? So school has to evolve. So we have gone from the first revolution to the second, third, and fourth, but school has not moved, school didn't follow that transition, right? So that's where the problem is. Right? That's where the problem is. So we now know that we need to be very flexible with our curriculum. We need to be
Yeah.
very, very flexible.
Yeah.
We need to go as far as citing an instance. When I saw on LinkedIn that it was mentioned the report that India has just bypassed UK, right? So India now, I think, is the fifth biggest economy in the world. All of that. So UK used to be somewhere around there, but something has changed. That just happened last week. It just happened last week.
Exactly.
So I'm in the classroom and we're having a conversation about something economy and all of that. If I do not know that that is happening today,
Yeah.
I
You will
will
not be, you'll be giving outdated
exactly,
information.
exactly. So this is a big responsibility for the people. Because of what they're learning designers. If you're a learning designer, it means that you are designing right for an experience, and that experience has to be real, has to be quite a lot of things. But if you're a teacher, you work with this team of work. Teachers
Yeah.
work with this team of work, right?
It's really a huge responsibility. I don't know whether people are thinking it in the level I'm thinking it. But I'm looking at it as this thing is really, really huge.
Yeah.
And I'm happy you mentioned what you mentioned right now. Because I'm thinking if UNESCO is saying it's about achieving those goals, and then we have something happening in Iran, we have another thing popping up in the UK,
Yeah.
it means a textbook will no longer be able to attend to the teaching in the classroom again.
People don't
It
want
has to
to
be relevant. It has to be current. You have to go to online. You have to go to news media
Yeah.
to be able to teach
yeah,
for the
exactly.
children to be able to achieve the global goals that we're
Exactly.
talking about.
Exactly. That's why I like to always talk about networking. Networking is going to play a critical role for today's educators, for today's learning designers.
Yeah.
You need to have a wide network. If you are going to be working in a school, you need to have a wide network. Doing that will help you influence your learners properly, right? So you are linked, something like LinkedIn, and you connect with educators across the globe. You're having conversations with them. You're bringing them into your classroom, right? You are showing your learners what it means to be a global citizen,
Yeah.
right? So in that way, you are able to bring in the things happening here and there, even right into your classroom, right? It definitely can happen. I had a class with a boy, he's an American, and so like my leisure time, I teach. Yeah, because of that, especially I teach.
That's great.
So we're doing math and it was about percentages and giving,
Okay.
right? So the content for that lesson was inflation in the United States, UK, Russia, and Nigeria, right? So I didn't provide the content, right? So Charlie just went online, right there, just went online, and started, I tried to let him understand the right platforms, Statista, trading economics, these are places where you can get reliable information,
Okay.
and it was there. So we found that the inflation rate in January and currently for all of those top countries. So I was able to use that to calculate the percentage increase and all of that. Now, this is Charlie learning about percentage increase. But then, it's also learning that there's something called inflation that is happening in these countries, and it's happening at a particular rate, right? And there are things to do for that and all of that information,
Yeah.
right? So that's what we're talking about, right? Around the fact that context, like I always say, has content,
Yeah.
and not just the textbook. The textbook cannot tell you what is happening to you. That's the
Mm-hmm. Yes, because the textbook is basically in the past. Most things.
Mhm.
Yeah. But you said another thing. So I'm swaying away again. You said another teachers are more, pardon me, if we're designers
Yeah.
are going to be able to measure huge responsibility that they have. What support system do educators have? Now you've mentioned certain size where the children is. The teachers also need to be aware.
Yeah.
How aware are the educators at this point of time? And also the supporting structure available to prep them up to be able to deliver to expectations.
Yeah, absolutely. So I like to always come again to that place of networking. But at least you talk about the fact that we're using networking to transform education,
Yeah.
right? So networking is the answer. It's what is called network learning,
Okay.
right? So that means learning that comes from the network. So for example, I go on LinkedIn, I have someone in my network, and he's talking about something, sharing something, and then I just pop into it and I just learn something about that network learning. But I'm
Okay.
learning that because I have that person in my network, right? So educators need to leverage on network learning. While we understand that right now in Nigeria, our system is not so much same, is not really bringing the aspect of global solution into the context, right? But we cannot wait. This is Nigeria as it is. We are too cool. We cannot wait, right? So it is true. It's true that these kids we have today, this coming generation, right, they have the power to transform the nation,
Yeah.
right? So we know that it needs to be that, so we cannot wait any longer. That we need to take the responsibility. We need to go out there. I need to network, right? I need to connect with everyone across the globe. I tell educators, connect. I love Arise News. I'm not doing marketing for Arise News. I like the fact that they're always talking about things that are current, always bringing stuff like that. Because when the knowledge economy, you need to know what is happening every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
important. This is what's happening every day. So we want to connect with things like that. What is going to talk about connect to the UNESCO, Bloomberg, and all these bodies. They are using stuff every day,
Sure.
every day,
Sure.
every day.
But when you're talking to educators and you're mentioning these things, they tell you, oh, we're overwhelmed already. When do we get home? When do we have this time? Do you understand?
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
need to really break this
Yeah,
barrier
yeah,
and
yeah.
have that a change in paradigm. So I'm thinking for educators or learning designers to be able to deliver to expectations again, what should be their qualification? Now we're not talking in terms of paper qualification because I know you're already taking a deep breath. No, we're not talking in terms of paper qualification. We're not talking about the skills.
Okay,
What should
okay,
qualify
okay.
you in this day and age with UNESCO expectation, with the fourth industrial revolution? What should be the skills you should have before we can say you're actually a learning designer?
Yes, a number of them, for the sake of time,
Yeah.
just mention a number of them. One of the skills that you need to have as a learning designer is that you need to be resilient.
Mm.
That's when you talk about the person, this is love, this it speaks to resilience, right? We know we are in the volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world, like we say in professional world, and that's the truth. But much of resilience is needed so much right now. The last conference we had, 2030,
Yeah.
I remember Perio from Finland was saying this same thing.
Yeah.
That one of the skills that resilience is very important, right? We need it. We need it. We shouldn't sit down back to reality. But you need to be resilient. Number two is that adaptability, right? You need that. You need to know that anything can change. When the COVID came, the pandemic, you saw teachers were running letters,
Yeah, to be able to.
you know, it took some teachers a lot of time to adapt. Adaptability, that's what we need right now. Anything just can change at any time, right?
Yeah.
So there's adaptability. And then problem solving, very important. As a learning designer, you need to be in that place, right? Because all of these skills, you need to have them so that you can likely influence your learners with them. If complex problems over, you yourself should figure out something you are able to solve. But I say today, educators, you have to be an influencer. I like to, especially if you're dealing with Gen Zs, if you are dealing with Gen Zs in your classroom,
Yeah.
you need to have succeeded in doing other things, not standing in the classroom. That's very important. Right? So dealing with Gen Zs, you have to stand before them like an influencer. Right? So you're telling them, yeah, so influence them with your learning experience. You can influence projects or so then we see
Yeah.
a community doing something. I don't know of that. Yeah. So right, and it can be tough. You really don't know the right tools and things to make it happen. Right. But I'll just mention these three for the sake of time.
Okay.
Right. Resilience, adaptability, and problem solving.
Okay, okay, that's great. So I'm looking at it again. Now, with this responsibility that we're assigning to the learning educators, how do we blend this with school? What should school be about? Because if the educators say, oh, we're now very exposed, this is what it should be about. And then they're in school. The school is what with the school is working with the curriculum, then they want to take things out of the scheme, so to say, to take it to the global scale for the learners to problem solve. How do we achieve, like a merge in vision with this responsibility of the educators and schools in general?
Yeah, it takes what you call brainstorm, a lot of collaboration. A lot of what's happening at programs. So, these scrum meetings we do when we sit down together and then we're looking at it together. I feel like right now, one of the things I've seen in is that school doesn't look like what I know. Right? We need to approach school from the perspective of project management. Right? And it involves the fact that we need to see learning as a product. Right? So what every school is selling
Yeah.
is their content and learning experiences. Right? So when you see like a product, you want to deal with it that way. If I sell a product to you, I want to get your feedback, what
Yeah.
else happened.
Mhm.
So that means that we always need to keep coming back to the product and keep checking how's the product performing, what are our customers, the learners doing, what are they
Yeah.
saying, right? So that's why let me learners feedback, get the feedback, right? So in that context, there can be that harmony,
Yeah.
right? There can be that harmony from time to time. And I have discovered that because these things will be authentic, it's not fulfilling for educators. I've seen that even you have heard that
Yeah.
exactly. It's not fulfilling. If what you have just done is something authentic,
Yeah.
than if it's just about tests, classwork, and all of that.
Eventually becomes tiring for
Exactly.
everyone, like just
But it's not fulfilling if the learners just discover the solution to something,
Yeah.
the key, something, the London or something, like they just explore something and like you are happy, you are excited.
Exactly.
Right? So when teachers really say that the job is bored, is this or that, we want to check. Right? It's not really like that's the case. It's that it's not fulfilling.
Yeah.
Right? But when you are doing something you love,
Yeah.
one is fulfilling.
Yeah.
So I think that
And when
collaboration has
it's
to be there.
bringing about new things, new information,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
especially for children when they have bragging rights to, oh, we
Yeah.
discovered something, we did
Yeah.
something, yes,
Yeah.
or like just take information and then pass test. But then looking at it again, I'm looking back into the Nigerian context, but I'm saying education is actually a market that has its customer base, even if we don't say that really.
Yeah.
It has its own customer base. So we now have to look towards the parents.
Mm.
Parents want the distinctions, they want to brag. My child got 9 A's and all the rest. What are you guys doing? Taking them out for competition so that they can be reading out information. How do we also bring parents to the new reality and they have to protect it?
Well, for parents, parents need wisdom. I like to start that they parents wisdom.
Yeah.
Parents need to understand the fact that nobody pays for grades. People only pay for skills, right? More skill set that your kids are using the grades they're getting. It takes a lot. Getting a good grade can involve a lot of things that are not. I can cram.
Mm.
I can do a lot of things.
True.
And oftentimes you see, after writing the exam, after 3 months, I
That's
say,
where they are
what's
talking
gone?
about it.
Right? But you see, skills don't leave you.
Mm.
I always say
Mm.
there can be exam malpractice, but there can't be skills malpractice.
True. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Because you have to show.
Yes.
You understand? So parents need to have that preparation that more important than the grades
Mm.
is the skill set that your kids have.
Mm.
Right? So school too must be designed for that purpose.
Mm.
That we need to now begin to look at skill-based learning. Right? So at the end of the day, what are the skills that will help with learning?
Mm.
Because examination cannot unlock potentials. It cannot. All it does is just brings them to that lower order thinking level where they have to look to just pour things out and so we're not really measuring what matters.
Mm.
That's the point.
True.
So parents need to understand this,
True.
right? That if they what solution will help,
Mm.
that's it.
That's powerful.
That's it. Yeah, I for a school director from the US, Lord Shelley. God bless you, Shelley. I remember, we were talking and, and she made a statement. He said, education is liberation.
Mm.
That's the truth. Once if we are not able to get this to a level where the real stuff is gone,
Yeah.
every child has innovation inside.
Yeah.
Until we get to the place where we're able to unlock that, we have not succeeded.
Mm.
That's what we're saying.
Mm.
Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, we talk about all these people. They all had it right from them. It was just right in them, right? So I'm going to start with the kind of things now. You see, what our education has done is to kill this thing,
Mm.
and it's painful.
Mm.
What you are asking them to do is to pass exams, so they pass it. So we need to change the emphasis, to change the purpose, right? It's not in them, but in the trajectory is not to help them unlock it. It stays there and they don't discover it online.
Mm.
But thank God that so many things that people, because of this now are rising up, who are seeing what's happening up there and saying, no, 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 we can't wait.
Yeah.
We can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm happy you went to this perspective because I know Elon Musk started a school for
Yes.
his children because he
Yes.
said the regular school can't create the future
Yeah, yeah,
that we need
yeah, yeah.
for the children. And a number of, excuse me, in this age, a number of them have people like Elon Musk
Mm.
as their role model. And Elon Musk is passing certain information. Elon Musk is
Yeah.
saying school is scam, guys.
Yeah,
School is
yeah,
scam.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have access to
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
You better use it. You can
Yeah,
learn.
yeah.
And beyond that as well, the learners themselves, especially those within the ages of 11 and 16, they are beginning to realize that yes, we have access to information.
Exactly.
Post-pandemic, they now know if
Yeah.
I need an information, I go online
Yeah.
and I'm going to get that information.
Yeah.
Now we have a number of teenagers that are doing very well for themselves.
Mm.
You know, in terms of impact journey,
Mm.
even in terms of cool cash.
Absolutely.
Cool cash. These teenagers are earning in millions. Their mama have not earned that millions. They're earning well. These children are doing well.
Yeah.
Now that this is happening,
Mm.
is it not portending danger for school?
Definitely.
Because it's beginning to seem as if after a while, physical school might not be so important to these children.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
means that schools need to reform. If you don't give them what they want, they will leave.
Mm.
Because a number of them, now they're doing so well, they're telling you, no, no, we're not going to physical university, we're going to go on online courses. So what can schools do to remain relevant? What should school offer these learners to remain relevant despite the access to information?
Yeah. I was there's this book. What's his name now? What is school for? I remember the author. God bless the author. What's his name? Seymour or something, right? And the book is so powerful that I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to finish chapter one. The book is so good that this is one of the things I was talking about. We need to answer the question: what is school for?
Hmm.
The why? What is the purpose of
Of
school?
schools.
Because so school is not an independent, it's part of an ecosystem, right? So we
Yeah.
have an ecosystem, and school is just standing, it's taking a pivotal
Yeah.
of the place
Yeah.
in that ecosystem. So school is supposed to draw its purpose from the whole ecosystem, right? So we have school, we have the society, and then we have the industry,
Hmm.
right? So the society and the industry are both supposed to determine the purpose of school, so that what the society is asking for
Yeah.
is what the school is building for.
Hmm.
So school needs to understand, and that's what I believe that R&D needs to come into education, and that's what ECG is all about. R&D needs to come into education. Research is that link. Research is the link.
Hmm.
It's a link between school and reality,
Yeah.
right? Because research keeps saying this is what is happening today. We need to keep adjusting. We need to keep adjusting. So school needs to be ready to embrace R&D,
Yeah.
right? School needs to be ready to open up the space. And of course, this also goes to the learning designers too, right? We need to bring there needs to be that move. Of course, movement is here to start,
Yeah.
right? We need to research is very crucial. We need to keep knowing what is happening on BBC is more important than knowing what the television is saying.
Hey.
Knowing what CNN is saying today is more important than what the television is saying.
Hmm.
When you think about your content, what you want to work with, you know that it's not just about the television, right? I need to go way beyond that,
Hmm.
right? So because what every school is selling, obviously, is the content and the learning experience,
Yeah.
right? So the purpose question has to be answered. When we agree that we are not here to just help people pass exams,
Hmm.
right? Because learning just to pass exams has not helped us. What it has only done is that to raise pass exams.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah.
Right. right? So rather than learning or skills development, I'll share some research afterwards about
Okay.
why we need to think, differently about this whole schooling and all of that. But let me just go right now. According to the African Union Commission, right, by 2030, 40% of the world's young people will come from Africa.
Yeah.
And um, that report is saying that every year in Africa, and there are only 3.9 million jobs that are being created. 11 million people live. Only 3.9 million jobs are being created. The white margin.
Yeah.
Right? And so the report is saying that to reverse this trend, 18 million high productivity jobs have to be created by 2035. 18 million high productivity have to be created. Now, let's also go to the word created. Created, right? Created. I'll talk about the creative education, the education for creation, for creating. Right, so now, to bridge the gap, we need to don't know that project growth. If that's the case, the problem says that even if that's the case, right, the continent has to reformulate the real so that young people can have the skills required. Right? Because by 2035, the jobs that will be created by them will require a different skill set. A different skill set. So we need to focus on learning for skills development. That's what it says summary. There's a huge skill gap in the African continent, a huge one. It's so big. So there's a need for us to, okay, let me not bring up to them now. There's a huge need for us to right now stop focusing on learning to pass exams and move into learning for skill development from elementary to every level. Every level.
Powerful. Really powerful. It's just getting bigger and bigger. The more I discuss this, the bigger it becomes to me. So with what you have said, so let's assume directors of schools come to you and say, "Oh, Almighty Mr. Devayo, Almighty Mr. Devayo, we love this information. So what should we be teaching at school now? Now that you've been talking about skill, what should we be teaching? Are we going to jettison all our subjects? What are you going to say?"
Yeah, so like I always say, so these skills, by the way, what we do, the school we work with, like first guidance school, you know, like we did, we are building the skill set, right? So first guidance school has a skill set that they're measuring, right? So the educators know that this is a skill set in this environment that we're measuring, right? We assess based on the skill set, and that's a paradigm,
Okay.
right? So first of all, the first mindset is to see the skills as the subject, right? And to see the subject as the pathway. Here's what I'm saying. So let me bring in skills like complex problem solving,
Yeah.
innovation, ideation,
Okay.
right? So I can use math to teach ideation. I can use math to teach complex problem solving.
Yeah.
I can use math to teach critical thinking, right? So what I want to teach is the skill, but I'm
Yeah.
using math as the pathway,
Pathway to
right?
get
So,
that
so the
skill.
paradigm is the skills are the subject. They are the subject, right? Why the subject? The subject in code right now are just the pathway to achieving the skill. So having that paradigm, well, that's just the beginning. There's a lot of design work that is now
That
being
has
done.
to go
Yeah.
around it. That has to go around it. Great. Now that you're talking about the skills, I know you've mentioned a few, but can you actually list out for our listeners? Because a number of them are thinking, what are the skills? What are the skills that the market actually requires from our learners? Can you reel out some of those skills so that we can probably take it down?
Yeah. According to what the current problem, this just because we can show you right now, just list a number of them, right? Uh, First of all, because we are globally in an innovation-driven economy,
Yeah.
right? So innovation is a critical thing, right? Innovators will be taken from that's it. We are an
Sure.
innovator
Sure.
as a multi that's it. So
Yes.
we need to try to see how we can help our kids to really become innovative, right? Okay, so okay, I'm not to do this. I'll talk about innovation. So innovation, complex problem solving, right? What that is just somebody talking about is going beyond paper solving, connecting your learners with real problems, and problems happen today. I was such an instance of what price look like. We have put across the board. The things I say here is what is obtainable from what is happening globally, right? So we have schools that are disrupting, and that's what they are doing, right? They are solving real, these are real problems, complex problem solving. We have collaboration very important.
Yeah.
And the employees are asking, being able to work with the team and all of that, right?
Yeah.
These skills I'm mentioning are just the skills that employers available today are asking for.
Yeah.
That's what they're asking for. They're asking for lifelong learning. You need to be a lifelong learner. Also,
Mm-hmm.
use our company because
Yeah.
anything can change at any time. I'm going to learn something new. You have to be that kind of person that loves learning, can really love
And adapt to
yeah,
changes as
change,
well.
adaptability, resilience. Companies are asking for these skills. They're asking for these skills like right. Just about a lot of things, but I think
Mm-hmm.
for priority, this one I've just
Okay,
mentioned.
okay. Great. Thank you very much.
And of course, sorry, technology use.
Oh, that one is a big deal.
It's big
In
deal.
short, if you want to be a barber, you need to be able. Yes, and that's where we're going now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where we're going, and that's why schools need to look beyond the science art margin. I think we need to have subject flow
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so that the children
yeah,
are aware
yeah,
of
yeah.
all those things.
Yeah.
And I think it's already happening because
Yeah.
we've had this instance, at least here in Pearls Garden School, where we had an international coding competition, and the girl that led the team was a full art student, and she was one that led the team for that international
Exactly.
coding competition.
And I fear that the earlier we do that, the better it is for us.
Mm,
Because the future of these kids
yeah.
will be such that if you do not have that, you struggle.
Mm, yeah.
There are two forces that control the labor market:
Mm,
the force of automation and the force of innovation.
yeah.
And these two forces are
Connection
hinging on
innovation.
technology.
Mm.
Automation is replacing old jobs.
Mm.
Innovation is coming with entirely new jobs.
New.
And these two forces are
Mm.
hinged on technology. That's what it is. Let's take our context in Nigeria for instance, right? Okay, so all of a sudden, banks started using started saying that oh, we need to start automating, we need to start automating because of what we're going through. So we brought in you can now do some transactions,
Yeah.
automation.
Yeah.
But then we saw an emergence of a new generation of banks
Yes.
that came Kuda and all of them and said,
Yes.
don't worry about even any presentation, don't go anywhere.
Everywhere.
Like I opened an account for this going anywhere. And it's prosper. I'm not doing marketing for prosper. And they just did the whole thing. It got me. You got me TI and all of that and everything. And just like that. That's right now in India. That is happening now.
Hmm.
I think about what the last thing to look like in 2030, 2035,
Hmm.
future of this.
Hmm. So we're going to be rounding up very, very soon. But I want to ask this question. When we look at with all these things that we have said,
Yeah.
and with all these teenagers that are doing exploits that we have seen, what should be the end in mind for the secondary education? Meaning that by the time we're releasing students from the secondary school, what should they have?
Well, this might sound very sort of, what this is looking like, some research is saying something about the workforce of the future, how it's going to be distributed.
Hmm.
The reality is that teenagers will be part of that workforce.
Hmm.
That's the truth.
They are already,
They are
at least
already.
gradually.
So it's happening right now. We know that 2030, 2035, let's always talk about those years. That's the end of this decade.
Mm.
We go into another decade, there's strategic points.
Yeah.
And there's some research that attached to those years.
Mm.
So we know that that's going to be more and more and more stronger,
Mm.
much stronger. So this gives the youth responsibility, right? So what should happen? Number one, I would say that by the time your kids are leaving, first of all, you must have a portfolio.
Mm.
A portfolio. I would say that right from it's a design thing anyway. You can't but there needs to be living your top of a portfolio,
Mm.
right? A portfolio, something like a profile on LinkedIn or like a CV, so to say,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
by that level, they should have a strong CV.
Mm-hmm.
Not by the time but they should have a strong CV. So of course, we're saying that we need to disrupt our curriculum at school.
Mm.
We need to blend it to the level where secondary students are taking courses on Coursera, on BDX,
Yeah.
on those platforms. Like
Yeah, future learn.
future learning platform is very important, right? Global goals, they are global citizens.
Mm.
You need to expose them to those platforms, right? You need to learn, and it has not become so easy right now.
Mm.
I mean, so easy.
Yeah.
Starting with the girl, the ladies and I, the mom, the friend for the school, I want them to just converse about LinkedIn and all of that. So for that thing, so just in secondary school, so I'm on the right year, which cultural science, where the rest of it. I said that's interesting. Of course, that's it. So like people, it's just so easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy. So we need to bring in these things. and of course bring this in purposefully and into our system to ensure that when a child is living your soul, that child is ready for the market, not ready for education,
Hmm.
ready for the
Mr.
market.
Adebayo. Mr. Adebayo, this thing that you're saying,
Yeah.
and that this will be the last question. I know today is not enough. We're still going to come back again. But it will take me to the last question. Now you're saying that by the time they leave that year 12, they have their CV, they have their portfolio and everything. Then what information would universities need not to be totally lined up and say, "You might not be so relevant."
Um, we don't trust higher education in Nigeria. We don't. I say this with passion because hearing things like Nigeria is the third country in the world with the highest unemployment leaves us with that question.
Yeah.
Then what is the higher education system in Nigeria for?
Yeah.
What is it for? So we see now that we cannot trust it anymore. So we need to we need to go down back to K to 12 and ensure that K to 12 just does a perfect job, right? And of course, all we're seeing today is the fact that it's a threat, there's a big threat to the Nigerian tertiary education because right now we're seeing the great emergence, right, of digital universities.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just the reality. So they have become their competitor. Maybe they don't know. So whether ASU strike or not ASU strike, it doesn't affect some people. I just mentioned again that I said
Yeah,
because of
the rest of the
so
people.
people will not go on ASU strike. So if they want to do ASU, let them continue doing ASU. But it just straight to the fact that they have a strong competitor, and they need to understand that. So if universities don't wake up to that understanding too, and begin to rebrand and do what they are, I stumbled across a report going to this company in Switzerland. I remember when I was checking a report, they were mentioning that they no longer have they don't want university certificate anymore. So why? Because the skills that they need today is not connected to the courses that
Wow.
universities are offering. So they are allowed to come with a call it market credentials, right? And once you're able to show that you have that skill and you have it, cool. So Elon Musk came and said, he doesn't need it anymore, right? Once you have the skill and you have micro credentials to just show you can work with them, right? A number of those top business banks are beginning to speak in that direction,
Wow.
right? That is a big and a huge threat.
A huge one. A huge one. Like I am saying that, I am seeing it, and I constantly think about it because I'm an educator.
For school owners, you really want to think again about your business. Sincerely, you want to really elevate yourself. All right, you want to think again about your business and be sure that you have time. I was listening to this report by the European Commission, the President of the European Union, and he just did question there about that. The last thing she said was that, and I know that she said, we need to stress test our systems. Because we're talking about the fact that the Ukraine and Russian war and the impact on inflation,
Yeah.
UK is boiling right now, the issue of inflation and what's happening, gas and some other things going up and still tied to the war as well. So she's saying that this means that we currently don't have a system that is strong enough.
Yeah.
She's saying that we need to go back and ensure that we really stress test our system that will be strong enough to withstand this kind of thing. So what is it that we have not done well enough? We don't know we're too relaxed. We have not done well enough.
And our system is not that agile.
So I see a deep reason in that statement. Because school owners need to really sit down and think again about our system.
Wow. Wow. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Levi. And thank you for putting the fear of God again in school owners. Thank you very much. This has been really, 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 really enlightening. And just like I said, I'm not sure we can finish within a day.
Yeah, of course.
So we're going to be coming over and over to have discussions concerning this. School has changed.
Yeah.
Changed.
Yeah.
Learners have changed. Learners have access to information. How are we going to be able to meet up so that schools don't get or don't become redundant? And that's what we're talking about. This is Edu Lounge Ways. This is the platform where you're going to be hearing about the news, the rumors, and the loud bangs in education, entertainment, infotech, edtech, anything education is going to be on this platform. Thank you so much for joining us today. See you the next time. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. We're good.
Thank you, ma'am.